Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video, and this one is something completely different than any video I've ever made. If you're a really big fan of the Marvel comics and like power scaling, this video is going to be right up your alley, because we're going to be talking about the top 10 most disrespected champions in Marvel Contest of Champions compared to their comic book counterpart. Now, of course, game balance is a thing. I understand that completely. But at the same time, these champions should just be so much more powerful in game. And if you guys like this idea, then we can totally do an inverse video of this, of the top 10 champions that are like way too powerful in game compared to their comic book counterpart. I think that could be a lot of fun too. Because that just throws game balance out the window sometimes. Like Kate Bishop's a prime example of that. But, alright, let's go ahead and get straight to the video. So, coming in at the number 10 spot, we have a champion, a personal favorite of mine that I wanted to get added to the game for so long, and that is... There's going to be a lot of cosmics on this list. The only 7-star cosmic that I do not have, and that is Carnage. So, dude, when Carnage got added to the game, I had such high hopes and expectations, because Carnage is essentially like a much stronger version of Venom. So, we look up Carnage's abilities here, man. Like, there's so much going on. So, first of all, healing factor. This was the number one thing I wanted to see in Carnage's kit, was regen. Like, some really solid regen. Bro has nothing. No regen abilities at all. Like, are you kidding me? Like, let's read a little bit here. So Carnage hosts can heal themselves from most, if not all, attacks. Like, are you kidding me? And he doesn't have regen? Like, bro, what? In addition to muscular enhancements and increase in body tissue durability, Carnage, like, so he should be super durable. He does have physical resistance in game, but that's it. That's it. The Carnage Simulator possesses regenerative capabilities, enable it to fully regenerate from a few cells. Like, bro, there should absolutely be regen, like, for one. He also has his own spider sense. So Carnage also, is undetected by Spider-Man's spider sense. But does Carnage counter the Spider-Man's evade in game? No, he doesn't. Just making sure I'm not forgetting. No, he does not. In his SIG ability? No, he doesn't. Why not? Venom does. Again, Carnage is the superior symbiote. Like, what? So, first of all, he should counter, like, all the Spider's evades in game. Then, dude, Carnage has, like, his own spider sense. Like Venom and Spider-Man, Carnage possesses ESP abilities due to his symbiote that he can relay information from him from any angle. And he possesses an extraordinary ability similar to Spider-Man's spider sense. So, like, Carnage himself should have some type of spider sense evade mechanic, allowing him, like, a safety net. So, Carnage is, like, the least egregious one on this list. That's why he's at number 10, like, but he's just he's my favorite Marvel villain. And I wish they did him more justice in game. The one good thing I can say about Carnage is that he has a lot of damage, a lot of bleed damage. Like, he can kill Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord faster than, like, almost any other champ in the game. But, like, that's not really that useful in the grand scheme of things, So that's Carnage. We're starting out super tame at the number 10 spot. Alright. Moving on to the number 9 spot, we actually have another Cosmic Champion, and this champion is not a 7-star, and that is Blackbolt. So, dude, I remember when I first started playing this game, and I knew a little bit about Blackbolt. Actually, after looking him up, I learned a lot, but, like, I knew that, like, bro has to whisper. If he talks, you're done. If he screams at you, like, GG. Your country's gone. Like a scream from this guy is insane, right? And in his special attack 3, bro is yelling. Like, when I first saw that, when I first started playing the game, before I understood how special attacks work, I just thought special 1, 2, and 3, I thought each special is progressively stronger. It's not really the case. Special 2 is way better in so many instances, But, so I thought, like, the special 3 was the big damage, the crazy scream. I'm like, okay, this has to like one hit KO any opponent, right? Nope. Nope. What does his special 3 do? It stuns them. And you get some true damage, ignoring armor. Cool. Like, what I want this to be is essentially like a Pokemon one-hit KO attack, like Sheer Cold or Fissure. If it lands, they're dead. One-hit KO, done, GG. Bypasses Safeguard, bypasses Rage, doesn't matter. You hit them with this, they're dead. Immortality, doesn't matter. You hit them with this, they're KO'd. You know, like that's what Blackbolt, and you can only use it once. Only use it once per quest or something, you know, like something crazy. That's how it should be. And it could be like Cyclops, where you have to like unlock it by doing something or building something, you know. Then you unlock that special 3 and get to use it. That's what I would love to see in Blackbolt's kit, dude. Like let's take it, and that's not all. Like look how tiny his kit is. Blackbolt's an OG character, so his kit is nothing. But like if we actually take a look at what Blackbolt can do, man, there's so much more going on. So, you know, he has his Scream, which we talked about. Force fields. He can generate nearly impenetrable force fields around him by focusing his energy. Well, I didn't know that. So he should have insane block proficiency too. Matter manipulation, flight, superhuman strength, speed, and stamina, superhuman durability, and reflexes. I didn't know that. Blackbolt doesn't have any resistances or anything in game. He's able to withstand extreme temperatures, thermal resistance. So give this man some incinerate and cold snap resistance. Telepathy. He possesses some telepathic abilities, including psychic resistance and the ability to mind meld to communicate. Give this man some reverse control immunity. He can drain energy from opponents. Give this man power control. Like, dude, I had no idea Blackbolt can do all this, man. And again, look at his abilities in game. This is pathetic. Come on, Kabam. Do the King of the Inhumans some justice. This is ridiculous. And guys, this is only the number 9 spot. We're just getting started, bro. Okay, coming in at the number 8 spot. We're moving out of the Cosmic class finally onto the Tech class. And again, this is a champion that currently does not exist as a 7-star, and that is Nimrod. So there is bound to be some pretty good champions on the list. But just because a champion is pretty good in game doesn't mean they're not being disrespected compared to their comic book counterpart. And Nimrod is just a great example of this, because like I didn't really know about Nimrod too much until he got added in game. And then the first place I really saw him was when I was watching, you know, the X-Men cartoon and X-Men 97, and we saw Nimrod in there, and he was just insane, just ridiculous. Like Nimrod should have, again, some of like the best regen in game. You know, like I think he has regen on his special 3, right? How does it work exactly? So yeah, he gains self-repair, regenerating 12.5% of missing health. That's nothing. He should have like Sentinel, Zola type healing on special 3 where he heals to full. You know, absolutely, that's what Nimrod should have. He shouldn't also just have like shock damage against mutants. He should absolutely be having the plasma, like what Jack-O-Lantern has. Like easily, he should be having those types of abilities. But like, let's see what Nimrod can actually do here, because it is ridiculous. So, superhuman strength. Strong enough to go toe-to-toe with beings like the Juggernaut. Excuse me? Juggernaut? Really? That's insane. Nigh invulnerability. Extremely durable and resistant to most forms of damage. Why does this guy not have indestructible? Why does he not have, like, resistances to way more damage over times? Self-repair can fix damage, even reconstructing itself if dismantled. Like, he should have ridiculous regen on that special 3, or just in other ways, like Ultron, like when he goes to a certain percentage threshold, just start healing. Can alter its appearance to look like any person. Energy blasts from hands and eyes. Contains highly advanced scanners that identify and analyze superhuman abilities. So, like, he should absolutely have some type of way to like counter, evade, or miss, or auto block if he's able to, you know, analyze. I would imagine. Generate force fields. Again, give him better block proficiency. Like, there's so much Nimrod should be able to do. And again, he's a pretty good champion in MCOC, but compared to what he can do in the comics, like it's not even close. It's It's not even close, man. And they didn't nail the look. The look at the design, the animation of Nimrod, they absolutely knocked it out of the park. But the abilities could use some work. And again, I remember, game balance is a thing. I understand that, but we're having fun with the video. Okay, that was number 8. All right, coming in at the number 7 spot, we actually have another tech champion, but this one is a 7-star, and that is Kang, the freaking Conqueror, dude. So, man, Kang, Kang's a champ I've always wanted to see get buffed because, like, he's such an OG champ. You know, he's like the first boss that we are faced with when we start playing the game, in the storyline, in the contest, you know. So he's our first op. And, you know, Kabam, I would say, has done Kang justice in the boss fights that they've made for him later on, with like the different versions of Kang. And, you know, a common theme with all those other Kangs is like you kill him and then he goes back to full health, and then you have to like kill him again, and that keeps happening, you know. And with Kang, that makes total sense because like he's turning back time, because that's what he does. He's a time traveling conqueror. So like Kang should absolutely have some of like Magic's type of limbo abilities, where like they little timer triggers, and then when that timer trigger goes back, like boom, you get your health back. Something like that. Kang should absolutely have those types of abilities in game. He's just a trophy champ. Like, look at this. He literally does. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. He doesn't even have a kit. He literally doesn't have a kit. He has an awakened ability and 3 special attacks. There's literally nothing else in here. That is criminal. That is criminal, bro. What? Are you kidding me? Maybe Kang should be number 1 just for how disrespectful these abilities are, dude. I can't even call these abilities. Like, so yeah, let's take again a look at what he can do in the comics. So, advanced technology, time manipulation, genius level, intellect and combat skills. So time travel, like he should really have time travel stuff baked into his kit. Again, I think like the magic limbo ability, something like that would work really well in his kit. Suit often grants abilities such as energy blast, force field, so he should have like some really good block proficiency, durability, some resistances perhaps. Some variants of this should have even more advanced features like neuro connected to his thoughts, which can materialize his subconscious intentions and self-contained survival systems. He should absolutely have regen. Come on! He can summon a vast armory of weapons from any point in time, including energy weapons, advanced projectiles, and even beings like dinosaurs. Bro can summon dinosaurs! Imagine how cool a Special 3 that would be, bro. Just stick the T-Rex on them. Man. Kang has so much potential, dude. And he's like I said, he's like the first boss that we fight. I have him as a 7-star. I want it. Kang deserves to be one of the best tech champs in game. He absolutely deserves it, man. Kabam. Do Kang justice. Buff the OG version. They're gonna make like a Deathless Kang or something stupid, you know, like they did with Thanos. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Deathless Thanos, but still, put some respect on the OGs of the contest, please. All right, so that was number 7. All right, we're getting into closing in on the top 5. So coming in at the number 6 spot, we're actually shifting to a new class, and that is the Mutant class. So, the most powerful mutant, Apocalypse, dude. Apocalypse. I didn't truly comprehend, and again, Apocalypse is another champion, kind of like Nimrod, that he's good. Again, he's not a bad champ. He's a pretty good champ in game, but compared to what he can do in the comics, it's like, bro, I didn't really understand how powerful Apocalypse was. Like, the first interaction I really got with Apocalypse would have been the movie, and that movie was like super mid, you know. So, but again, then I started watching like a year or 2 ago in preparation for X-Men 97. I watched all the OG X-Men cartoons, and I got to see Apocalypse in that. And bro is insane. Like, how do you kill this guy? You don't. Like, Apocalypse is the type of champ that needs to have immortality. Why does Apocalypse not have immortality? Why does Serpent get his death immunity BS, and Apocalypse instead gets one of the most useless signature abilities in the game that he has to sit out use another champion, and then go into a fight, and then he gets regen. Like, what? This is Apocalypse. Like, come on, man. Really? Like, bro, he has so many powers and abilities. Regeneration. Bro has some insane regeneration. Straight up immortality. He cannot die. Biological immortality. Teleportation. Telekinesis. Telepathy. Superhuman speed. Energy. Flight. Like, just so many powers and abilities. He should absolutely have some, you know, immunity to reverse controls. Could absolutely see that. He possesses immense physical strength and is highly resistant to injury. Right now, Apocalypse can, like, build up, bleed, and incinerate immunity. Like, he has to build them up. Like, what? Why? I feel like there should be more than that. The immortality's the big one, though. It should be super difficult to, like, KO Apocalypse. And when you're playing him, it should be so hard to die with him. His powers and healing factor have kept him from aging beyond his prime for millennia. Not a millennium. No, millennia. That is thousands upon thousands of years. And he doesn't even have immortality. Huh? Like, come on, man. When Apocalypse, and like, they could totally miss the window of opportunity when they decided to release him as a 7-star. Literally, all they had to do was cut out the signature ability and throw in some immortality. Throw in Herc's signature ability or something. It would have been good. It would have been great. Ugh. Anything. I hate the Sig ability so much, bro. And honestly, it low-key ruins the character for me. One of the biggest redeeming qualities about Apocalypse is that, you know, he can make champs horsemen for the Mutant class, which is cool. But, like, the game has steered so far away from questing that, like, it just, it's not really that big of a deal. And it just used more. So, that was, number 6. Now we're getting into the top 5. Here's where we really start to get crazy. So, every champion now would be able to beat Apocalypse in a fight, essentially. So that's how you know we're getting crazy, because Apocalypse is insane. Alright, coming in at the number 5 spot, guess what? We're going back to the Cosmic class. And the champion does not exist as a 7-star currently. Not Thor. Thor is a good show. We'll talk about him a little later. But Annihilus. So, dude, Annihilus is crazy. And the thing that really just takes him to the next level is the Cosmic Control Rod, which he has in his kit. He has that in his kit. I didn't really know too much about Annihilus, but I knew, like, he was in, like, his, like, a bug dimension or something, and I knew, like, it took, like, the entire Fantastic Four to fight this guy. Like, I know he's a pretty crazy threat, but he's got a lot going on. So, Annihilus possesses superhuman strength, speed, durability, along with flight, energy blast, matter manipulation, and then most of which these abilities are amplified by the Cosmic Control Rod. He also has regenerative abilities, and guess what? Immortality! Why don't they give the champions that have immortality in the comics immortality in the game? So frustrating. The power to induce fear in others. His abilities are further enhanced by his advanced technology and highly durable exoskeleton. Annihilus has superhuman strength, lifting around 50 tons, speed, stamina, agility, reflexes, flight, energy manipulation, matter manipulation. He can manipulate matter, which is a key function of the Cosmic Control Rod. Exoskeleton. Natural exoskeleton is forced with armor that provides resistance to physical and energy attacks. Where is this man's physical and energy resistance? Let's see. Does he have any? No. Not even when the rod is active. Like, what? Huh? What? Like, this is the type of champ that should have, like, absorbing man's energy and physical resistance in his respective forms just at his base when the rod is active. Can teleport through space in the negative zone. Regeneration and immortality is constantly reborn and retains his memories even after death, making him effectively immortal. Does Annihilus even have regen? I don't think he does. I don't think he has any regeneration abilities. Haven't played him in a while, so let me make sure I'm not spreading misinformation. Yeah, dude, he doesn't have any regen. There's not a single ounce of regeneration in Annihilus's kit. Like, huh? What? Like, I honestly kind of hate when Kabam adds these super powerful comic book characters, and they just come out as hella mid. It's so frustrating. And then they even buff them, and then the buff is still mid. Like, Annihilus has been buffed in the past, bro. And he's still a joke. It's so frustrating. But again, the art team, they made him look super good. He looks amazing. But he's so bad. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're cracked into the top 5. Alright. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have another Cosmic Champion. This one does exist as a 7-star, and this is one that has always gotten on my nerves, and that's Silver Surfer. And I'm sure there's going to be comments saying, dude, Silver Surfer's a good champ. Sure, he's a good champ. But he's not even a fraction of how good he should be compared to the comic books. Like, Silver Surfer, anytime he encounters a Hulk, he should literally just take all the gamma out of Hulk, and the Hulk should turn into human form. Because that's what Silver Surfer would do in an actual encounter against the Hulk. You just take all the gamma radiation out of the Hulk, boom. Bruce Banner. Jennifer Walters. Like, that's what Silver Surfer... Like, dude. Why does Silver Surfer not have power control? Why the hell not? Like, oh man. Let's read some of Silver Surfer's abilities here. Superhuman strength, speed, durability, along with cosmic energy manipulation, cosmic awareness. He's capable of interstellar travel. He can also manipulate matter, heal, and has enhanced senses and reflexes. Does Silver Surfer have any regeneration in his kit once again? I don't think so. No, he doesn't. Why not? Like, huh? Bruh. Strength and durability. His body is encased in an indestructible silver coating that makes him nearly invulnerable. Where is this man's indestructible buffs? Like, what? Kabam! This is the main herald of Galactus. Like, huh? Speed and reflexes. He can move at superhuman speeds, far surpassing the speed of light. The speed of light? Like, are you kidding me? How is a regular skill champion supposed to even lay a hand on this man? They wouldn't. Like, what? Why doesn't he not have some insane evade safety net mechanic? He has his miss, but reflexes that allow him to react to high-speed projectiles. This guy's reflexes would be so insane. He should absolutely have evade. Stamina. His enhanced musculature prevents fatigue, granting him inexhaustible stamina. This man does not get tired. His agility and balance coordination far beyond that of an Olympic athlete. Self-sustenance. He can survive in a vacuum of space without needing to breathe, eat, or sleep. Cosmic awareness. He can perceive events happening throughout the universe. So, like, Silver Surfer, he has... Does he have True Strike ability or anything like that? I don't think he even does. No. Like, you should have a True Strike, True Focus, some type of that ability, for sure. He can manipulate cosmic energies, which allows him to project energy blasts, create force fields, and perform other feats. So he should have really good block proficiency as well. Matter manipulation, he can manipulate matter on a molecular level, allowing him to transmute, freeze, or reshape objects. Energy absorption, he can absorb energy from various sources to become stronger. This is kind of in his kit when he has the immunity to Cold Snap and Incinerate and Shock. So I will give Kabam that one. Mental awareness. Man, like there's just so many abilities Silver Surfer has. Like I was so Silver Surfer was one of like the most disappointing champion releases we've ever had for me personally, because like I knew Silver Surfer was this insane comic book character, and then he got added, and I just like what? Like he has this convoluted rotation that even if you do perfectly, it doesn't compare to half the cosmic class. And then they buff a champ like Cull Obsidian, who's, you know, powerful, but, like, nowhere near the scale of Silver Surfer, of the Surf God. It's like, bro, come on, what? Give this man indestructible, give him regen, give him power control. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Alright. Things are getting good. Things are getting juicy. We've cracked the top 5. We're into the top 3 territory now. So I think we'll do number 3, and then we'll do some honorable mentions. Alright, so coming in at number 3, we have another OG, and that is Thanos. So some people are going to come at me, Legacy, we got Deathless Thanos, you know? They don't need to buff OG Thanos. And it's like, okay, first of all, this is base Thanos, alright? He has no gauntlet. Deathless Thanos has a gauntlet. It's completely different. Not to mention one's deathless, whatever. Thanos with a gauntlet and Thanos without a gauntlet are two separate characters and scale way differently in the comics. Okay? So get that out of the... I want to get that out of the way. Again, after Kang, Thanos was like the second real big boss level threat that we had to deal with. And everyone knows Thanos. The MCU, you know, he's the greatest villain in the MCU in my opinion. Just completed the entire Infinity Saga, you know, perfect. So that's what put the MCU on the map, dude. That entire saga, and they finished it so well. Thanos is such an incredible character. And don't get me wrong, Deathless Thanos looks awesome, but you gotta love the blue, the gold armor, the purple skin. Like, this is Thanos. This is regular OG Thanos. And again, look at these abilities. At least he has some abilities, unlike Kang, you know? But it's not that much better. It's not that much better. And Thanos is one of the most powerful beings in the comics, man, with the Gauntlet. Without the Gauntlet, you know, bro's still up there. He's still absolutely up there. Like, let's take a gander at what Thanos can really do without the Gauntlet. So, superhuman strength, speed, durability, augmented by his genius intellect, psionic abilities like telepathy and telekinesis. So again, he could have some reverse control immunity, the ability to manipulate cosmic energy. So that's talking with the Gauntlet. I don't want to care about the Gauntlet stuff right now. Let's just focus on his base form abilities. So, superhuman physical attributes, he possesses immense strength, he's near invulnerable. Near invulnerability. Give this man indestructible passives. Give him resistances, physical resistance, energy resistance, DOT resistances. Give him immunities. And stamina, which are enhanced by his unique genetic makeup as an eternal and deviant genes. He's a genius. Particularly in science, technology, and cosmic energy. Psionic powers, he has vast psionic abilities, including telepathy, which allows him to read minds and project telepathic blasts. Telekinesis, which he uses to manipulate matter. Give this man power control. He's got energy manipulation, project energy blasts, create energy shields, and absorb and redirect cosmic energy. There's so many avenues for that in game, especially with power control. Creating shields, give him immense block proficiency. He should have, like, perfect block. A lot of these champions we're mentioning should have, like, near perfect block. Again, the game balance is a thing, but still, high-level block proficiency should be a given. When you have champions like, again, Kate Bishop having higher block proficiency than Doctor Doom. Like, where's the Marvel logic? At some point, we have to put game balance aside and look at the logistical aspects of these champions. Like, he can also fly, teleport, and has regenerative capabilities. He should absolutely have regen too. And again, all of this is without the Gauntlet. Straight up. You know, like, there's an argument for Deathless Thanos to be even stronger, but we're not going to get into that argument. That's just Thanos coming in at number 3, bro. Again, an OG trophy champ that needs respect on his name. Kabam. Please. Give Thanos some love, man. Him and Kang. And then, like, oh, dude. Buff Kang and Thanos, and then put them, like, in the gifting event for 7 stars, and, like, create, like, a crazy-looking, like, first edition type thing, you know, with the miles on if you pull Kang or Thanos from the gifting events in 20 whatever year it is, like, they look even cooler. Like, oh my god, bro, I'm giving Kabam multi-million-dollar ideas here. Like, come on, use them. Ah, ridiculous. Alright, before we get into the top 2, we're going to give some honorable mentions and some shout-outs. So, this one I actually didn't even have written down, but Hyperion. I remember when Hyperion first got added to the game, and I was expecting him, I'm like, oh my god, we're getting Superman. I was expecting him to have, like, so many immunities. Like, because I remember reading Luke Cage's kit, and it's like, he has nearly indestructible skin, so he's bleed immune. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Hyperion doesn't have bleed immunity for the exact same logic? Like, what? But he's poison immune? Like, Hyperion's great, but they should be better. Or release King Hyperion, who's a baldy, and make him super OP. But yeah, honorable mention, Hyperion. Hyperion's great, but in the comics, like, dude, King Hyperion, to put it into perspective, like another version of Hyperion, like, killed everyone in his universe. Like, it's ridiculous. Another honorable mention, Gallon, you know, is our version of Galactus, and I think Gallon's great, for sure. But again, like, compared to what Galactus can do in the comics, ridiculous. I don't want to really get into that. Honorable mention of a new champ, Dracula. I've said this before, I've said this to Kabam. Why does Yelena, a regular human being, get full poison immunity for the entirety of the battle realm? Yes, I understand her Red Room training on Earth. And yet Dracula, the 500-plus-year-old immortal vampire, gets nothing. Nada. It's shameful. Another honorable mention in the Mystic class... We drop down to 6 stars. Iron Fist. Immortal and regular. Just, he sucks. He's always sucked. I've always wanted him to be better. Yeah. And then, oh, Ghost Rider's another good one, but he's getting buffed. So I'm super hyped for that. Can't wait to see that. So I didn't really mention him. Oh, another one I kind of actually forgot about earlier is Odin. Odin, honestly, if I thought about him sooner, he might have made the list. Odin did get buffed, but man, like, Odin Force in the comics is so ridiculous. Like, when Thor becomes his most powerful self, he gets access to the Thor Force, which is what Odin taps into, a similar version with the Odin Force. Rune King Thor becomes, like, the most powerful version of Thor ever. Like, Odin is already up there. Like, oh, I remember when Odin got added, and I was just like, oh my god, he's so bad. And then they buffed him, like, pretty soon after. And he's a good champ now, but he's nowhere near what comic book Odin should be, you know? And he is kind of an old man. So, like MCU Odin, when we saw him, you know, he's already pretty old and near death, so... I guess I can live with that excuse to why he's not as good as he should be, but I digress. Alright, and then the last kind of type of champion I want to talk about is the Hulks, for sure. Like, Abomination, Gladiator Hulk, Immortal Hulk. OG Hulk's pretty good after his buff, but still, man, like Hulk, I don't know. They've never made a Hulk that I like, honestly. That like I feel like is worthy of what Hulk should be, you know, in the comics. They've never come close. For the first thing, Hulk has a regen healing factor on the level of Wolverine. Okay? There's not a single Hulk in this game that can regen like that good. And they should. All of them. All the Hulks should have Wolverine level regen. Again, game balance is a thing, but man, this is Hulk. He can heal from like anything. He's such a monster. And the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. There's no limit on that. He keeps getting madder, he keeps getting stronger. I want a Hulk that has no upper limit. You gotta get mad. Like, oh my god, imagine for a second here. It's a crazy idea. Imagine for a second here. Playing Hulk, the game listens to you, and the more you rage, the stronger Hulk starts to hit. Oh my god, that would be the best champ. That would be my favorite champion in the game. I would be crashing out in Battlegrounds just to make him stronger, and that would be peak. I have no idea how you would actually incorporate something like that, but just imagine for a second. That would be incredible. The Incredible Hulk. But, alright. It's time to get in to the top two dogs, man. The top two dogs. Actually, no, hold on. One more honorable mention, and that's Thor. Actually, I didn't mention Thor, and I didn't mention Scarlet Witch, even though their comic book counterparts are, like, so much stronger. For the reason that I feel like they were once on that level in-game, kind of pre-12.0. Doctor Strange, Thor, Scarlet Witch were, like, the best of the best in the entirety of the game. So, like, they did have their time in the sun. They had their time to shine. Still, I would love to see Thor get an awesome, crazy buff. I love, like, just this character model of Thor. He looks just phenomenal. He just looks so good. Like, this, when I think of Thor, like, this is what I think of. And I want him to be one of the best cosmic champs in game. Like, I want to play this Thor, man, but he's not that good. You know? Not even close to what he is in the comics, or what he used to be pre-12.0. But, okay. Finally, actually, one more honorable mention is Null. Again, Null's a great champion, but in the comics, this dude, a whole other level, like above a Thanos level threat in the comics. But again, he is really good in game, so that's why I didn't mention him. But still. Okay, finally, honorable mentions are done. Number 2, the second most disrespected character in game, comically, Mephisto. The devil himself, dude. The freaking devil himself. The man who gave Ghost Rider his abilities. And Ghost Rider is so strong. So, let's talk about Mephisto here, man. So, Mephisto's powers include superhuman strength, durability, immortality. More immortality! Where is Mephisto's immortality? He kind of has... What does he have immortality? What is it classified in his kit? Let me see here for a second. So it's persistent soul charges. Each time he knocks on an opponent. When below 30% health, each persistent soul charge is consumed, regenerating health. Mephisto does not take damage while consuming his persistent soul charges. So, like, that's not really an immortality ability. You know, it's something. It's something. But he's the devil. Like, come on. How do you kill the devil? So, immortality, a mastery of dark magic, illusions, mental manipulation. He can shapeshift, teleport, manipulate time and reality, project energy blasts. His abilities are often fueled by souls that he can use his powers to grant magical abilities and influence people's mind. Here's a video of Comics Explained, and it's titled Beyond Omega Level. Omega Level is like the strongest level of mutants. And this man is beyond. So, possesses superhuman strength, speed, durability. Where is that in game? Where is this man's indestructible buffs? Regeneration. He has a regenerative healing factor, making him incredibly difficult to injure. Not even to kill, just to injure. Immortality. Is functionally immortal and immune to aging and many forms of harm. Like, why does Serpent have death immunity and the Devil does not? Like, what? Magic manipulation. A master of dark and mystical magic, which he uses for various effects, including energy blast, levitation, mental and manipulative powers. That's like what Mephisto's known for, always manipulating people in the comics. Can read minds, control thoughts, project visions, alter memories. Where is his reverse control immunity? Can create convincing illusions to deceive others. That'd be cool, like on his special attacks, kind of like how Deathless Thanos, you know, on the special 2, there's 3 orbs, but only one of them is real. Like, something like that would look cool on this guy. Can alter his form to impersonate others. Morality manipulation. Can corrupt others' minds through his demonic influence. He could totally have like a passive cross fight that if you beat him, he will apply this corrupting on you on heroes that like really nerfs their attack in the next fight or something. Reality warping. Can move and manipulate objects with his mind. He can teleport himself and others across dimensions. Can manipulate time and reality, including creating interdimensional apertures. Soul manipulation. Is powered by souls and can use them to fuel his abilities and make deals to acquire them. Like, there's so much going on in what this guy can do. And like in game, it's like, oh, he's got incinerate. An incineration aura. Cool. Like, really? Like, I get that this guy came out a long time ago, but still. This man is the devil. Like, he should, like, how is the devil gonna be this bad, this mid of a champ, and then you're gonna release a teenage witch that puts the entirety of the rest of the Mystic class to shame? Like, really? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's not even game balance. That's just straight up illogical. My boy Mephisto deserves justice, bro. Justice for Mephistopheles. It's always what my phone wants to autocorrect when I type in Mephisto. Justice for this man. Alright. Now, number 1. Dude. The number 1 most disrespected champion. The number 1 champion that should be so much more powerful in-game than they are. By far, by a landslide. I truly don't think at this point any champion can top this spot. And that is Dormammu, dude. Dormammu. Also, I looked it up. Like, Dormammu, like, everything we just said about Mephisto, Dormammu clears Mephisto with ease. Like, with ease. Mid-diff. And yet, Dormammu, mighty, he's so bad. He's so bad. When Dormammu came out, you know, there was one good thing about him. Well, like, 2 good things, but the one didn't really matter. One of the good things was this power control, but he didn't have any damage to go along with the power control, so it made him, like, you didn't even want to play him. The other good thing was his SIG ability as a defender at the time. This was kind of like his BS damage, you know. As time has gone on, we've gotten way worse BS damage, unavoidable damage. But Dormammu, you know, is basically when you dexed, anytime you dexed, and dex used to also work differently. Like, it would constantly re-trigger the buff every time you dexed, which was really stupid, and it like fueled Mystic Dispersion like crazy, which made Dormammu an even crazier defender. The game used to be so different, man. But like, you'd get this passive degeneration on you. And that was annoying. And people would put Dormammu as war bosses for that. So, like, that was the only ever time Dormammu had any form of relevance in the game. And, you know, and then Blade came out. And Blade counters dimensional beings. And Dormammu was a dimensional being. And that was the end of Dormammu. That was literally the end of Dormammu's saga in this game. And he has been absolutely irrelevant ever since. And you want to know something? You want to know the dumbest thing in game? Dormammu is not immune to incinerate. This guy, the guy that's on fire, is not immune to incinerate. Like, I give up. I give up trying to make any sense of this game. Like, what? Excuse me? What? And, you know, like, I can cut Cabana some slack on some things, you know? Again, these champions came out a long time ago, and champion design has gotten a lot better. But, like, they retroactively gave immunities to champions. They've done that multiple times. Like, I remember when after Variant 1 came out, they introduced the EMP modification node, which applied passive shocks. And then a bit after that, they introduced shock immunity to, like, a bunch of champions. Like, Thor got some, Electro got some, some other champions that I can't remember got some too. They added Incinerate immunity to Ghost Rider, because Ghost Rider wasn't Incinerate immune for years, but they added it to him. And this was long before he ever got buffed. He still has not gotten buffed at this point in time, but they gave him Incinerate immunity. Did they not think, oh yeah, who's another champ that's on fire that we should probably give Incinerate immunity to? No, they didn't. They didn't even think of Dormammu. Like, oh, it's so frustrating, dude. So frustrating. We haven't even begun to talk about what this man can do, and there's so much. Okay, so let's get into it. Immortality, once again. Give this man Serpent's Death immunity. Straight up, give it to him, bro. He's completely immune to aging. This guy's not dying. Give this man immortality. Energy projection, superhuman strength, energy manipulation, power bestowal. What the hell is that? You can bestow power on people? Dormammu can give portions of his powers to others, as consistently seen with Baron Mordo. Why does this man not have, like, Apocalypse's Horseman ability for the Mystic class? That'd be awesome if you could power up other Mystic champions. That would be sick. That'd be awesome. Teleportation, elemental control. He can control the elements. What? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Energy absorption. Can absorb and merge universes, realities, and dimensions into his dark dimension. He can draw upon the power of the entire dark dimension. Matter transmutations, reality manipulation, time travel, portal creation, size alteration, magic, reality warping, durability. Where is this man's indestructible passives? Illusion creation, intelligence, speed, strength. Like, there's so much going on. Can fire powerful beams of cosmic and magical energy. Can draw power from the dark dimension, absorb energies directed at him. One of the most powerful magic users in the multiverse. Not the solar system, not the galaxy, not the entire universe. The multiverse. And yet, a teenage witch is 20 times a better champion. Like, why? Why, man? It's Dormammu. Can control fire and other elemental forces, but he's not Incinerate immune. He should have Incinerate immunity, Nova Flame immunity, Cold Snap Frostbite immunity, Shock immunity. Give this man every immunity in the game. Possesses immense physical strength. As a primordial being, he is immortal and cannot truly die. There's 0 immortality in this man's kit. I think he does have a little bit of regeneration. Is that on the special 3, I want to say? Yeah. So imbued. Gain an empowered dimensional lick buff while it's active. Dormammu will generate 25% of damage done by the soul bond detonation, which is like a one and done thing. Like, this man should have absurd regeneration. Invulnerability. Immune to physical harm from non-supernatural forces. Again, how the hell is a skill champion supposed to land a punch on this guy? They shouldn't. Like, can instantly heal from damage. Instantly. Oh my god. The more I read, the madder I get. Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me? Can warp reality to his will. Has the power to manipulate matter on a molecular level. Can change his size at will. Has vast cosmic level telekinetic powers. Possesses telepathic abilities. Has the ability to control and manipulate time. Oh man. How powerful is Dormammu really? Dude. Oh. It just makes me sad. Reading all that, dude. Oh. Alright guys. That's gonna go ahead and wrap up the list. Let me know if I missed a really big champion that you think is just heavily disrespected compared to their comic book counterpart. This video was just made all in fun. You know, again, game balance is a thing, but at the end of the day, we're playing a Marvel game. And the most powerful Marvel beings, if you're going to add them to the game, kabam, please do them justice. And if you've done them injustice in the past, it's on you to fix it. You control the buff program. So, come on. Buff these champions, man. Justice for Dormammu. Let me know in the comment section down below, which champion on this list do you want to see buff the most? For me, let me look at all the champs I listed again one more time. I think Carnage is like a personal favorite. Kang and Thanos are like some OG favorites. But I think Dormammu is just number one, bro. I put Dormammu as number one for the best reasons, and I gotta stick by that. So, justice for my boy Dormammu. That's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of the support. You guys are the best. You guys are the GOATs. Peace.